They need more of them. Off day today. They get back at it tomorrow. No help's coming. This is the team. Trade deadline passed. Trade deadline came and went. None of us felt like they did enough at the deadline. I still think they can make the playoffs. I felt that way going into the deadline. I think they will be a playoff team. And I think they were good enough. I'm just disappointed they didn't aim higher, get greedy, in the words of the manager, try to win a World Series, as opposed to maybe sneak into the playoffs on the last weekend of the year. But Arkan, you were there yesterday, right?
I was. It was a fun night at the bar. It was really hot, but it was a fun night.
Was it loud?
It was loud.
It looked, I'll be honest, it looked loud on TV yesterday.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of Mariners fans took over the place. It was mostly Red Sox fans. They were into it. It was a good night.
So I don't know if that means anything, Mego. Like if it means people are now embracing the team, on board with the team, but like to have a day baseball game on a Wednesday, I know it's the summer, but to have a day baseball game that was rocking like that, I feel like is a good sign. We'll see if it translates into anything, but I was surprised, and that was noticeable watching on my TV yesterday.
Yeah, again, I think it helps when it's like 4 p.m., you know?
Yeah.
Not like a
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, 2
it's
o'clock
true.
game.
It wasn't a true early game yesterday. That's a fair point. But the Red
Not
Sox...
to take away from that. It's a nice idea.
Red Sox win, and I will say this. Some of the guys they got are already making an impact. Sims came in and got a couple of big outs in, was it the 7th or the 8th inning yesterday? You had a big hit by Jansen, nice defensive play by Jansen. And so, well, maybe nice isn't the right word, but a defensive play by Jansen where he's toppling over backwards. And so the guys you're getting are making an impact. We'll see about Garcia. You know, Paxton wasn't great the other day. I know we agree to disagree on that one, but like those guys yesterday are making an impact.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Arkan.
Well, I thought that Sims in particular, that was the guy I was looking for when he came in, and everybody was like, who's this guy? And it was the guy they had just traded for. That's sort of the problem when you deal for a 8th inning guy on a small team. You know, it's not that same kind of excitement. And I thought going into this, and going to that game last night, like, is this crowd going to be annoyed that the team didn't make moves? Are they going to be the same as they usually are? Is it going to be a big, excited crowd? And they were. And Sims pitched really well. I agree. He had the one walk coming in relief of Bayo, but that was a good start for him. It was a great walk-off from Devers. I'm surprised they pitched to him in that spot. I didn't think they would.
That's fair.
The first 2 pitches looked like there was the beginning of an intentional walk, and then they grooved one to him. So, yeah, there was all those. There's a lot of good things. A lot of good things that you saw there. Bayo had a very good game. They have Texas next, who's not been good lately. All of those things are good. The bad news is that every single other team, the Royals, Orioles, Yankees, and Twins all won yesterday too. And other than Minnesota, all of those teams made bigger moves than you did. So this is just a problem you're going to keep running into being 2 games back.
I agree with all of that. I wish that they had done more at the trade deadline in terms of, I don't know, getting another right-handed bat, getting somebody else for the rotation. Although it's nice to see Bayo look more like that last night.
They're going to rely on it. They're going to have to rely on him, I think.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if that's what they got to do, they're screwed. Because I don't feel any better about him. The Mariners are a terrible offense.
They are, but the other starters on your team are starting to fall off. So you need something from him if you want to be a playoff team.
It's more likely. It's more likely how can Crawford bounce back than Bayo figures it out. To me,
I kind of agree with that, but I also don't think that Houck and Crawford are going to necessarily bounce back because nothing has really changed for them. Like maybe Paxton will take some of the load off, but I don't know that that's a plan for success to get you into the postseason. Like you said, it's going to be a really tight race around the wild card. And I think other than the Twins, everybody else put a little bit more investment into their teams.